Okay, this is JSKA, January 31st. And today we are working on a couple of different things after our warm up. We're going to do round kicks from an angle specifically. So we're going to work on distance with round kicks when you're trying to set up for that attack. We're also going to do some double step side and kind of hybrid between side and back kicking today. And after we're done kicking and kicking and kicking, we're going to do something more rooted and work on Jion Kata, which we worked on last, Tuesday. So it should be a little bit of a refresher for everybody. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Feet together, out, right, and get jogging in place, everyone. I had a little too much coffee this morning, so my throat is a little scratchy from all the acid, so you'll have to bear with me. All right, speed it up a little bit. And side to side. Keep your hands up like you're fighting while you're doing this. And back and forth, up, back, up, back. Don't have to go too fast on this one. Just warm up a little bit. All right, good. Relax. Shake it out. Head up and down. Ich, meet, sun, sheet, go, rook, seach, hutch, coot, ju, ear to shoulder, each, meet, sun, sheet, go, rook, seach, hutch, coot, ju. Apologies if you can hear my my neck cracking in my my microphone while I do this. Chin back, like so. Ich, knee, sun, chi, go, rook, seach, hutch, ku, ju. Shoulders around each knee. Sun, chi, go, rook, seach, hutch, ku, ju. Other way, each knee. Sun, chi, go, rook, seach, hutch, ku, ju. Hands up to the side like so. We're just gonna, this is a dead weight swing. We're just kind of like a bear catches a fish in the water, right? It's just down like so. Hitch, hey, hunt, she. You can add a little bit of a knee bob to it as well. Rook, rook, seach, hutch, ku, ju. Now in front of you and back. And as you do this, you're going to bounce your knees a little bit. Hitch, knee, sun, chi, go, rook, seach, hutch, ku, ju. To the side, and we're going to twist with our foot, with our leg. Excuse me. And each knee, sun, she, go, rook, seach, hutch, ku, ju. Grab the other side. Each knee, sun, she, go, rook, seach, hutch, ku, ju. Now we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it like a throw, like we're grabbing someone like the back of their collar, bringing them down and taking out the leg. H, Z, sun, chi. Just 5. Go. Other side. H, Z, sun, chi. Go. Good. Hips. Just 5 times each side each. Knee, sun, chi. Go. Reverse. H, knee, sun, chi. Go. Knees up. H, knee, San, Shi, Go, Rook, Sich, Hutch, Ku, Ju. Now turn them into easy kicks. Ni, San, Shi, Go, Rook, Sich, Hutch, Ku, Ju. Easy back kicks. Ich, Ni, San, Shi. Make sure to look over your shoulder. Go, Rook, Sich, Hutch, Ku, Ju. All right, now we're going to come do a little side crunch with our legs, bringing it up to the side. H, knee, San, Shi, Go, Rook, Sich, Hutch, Ku, Ju. Switch it, other side. H, knee, San, Shi, Go, Rook, Sich, Hutch, Ku, Ju. Take a breath. Breathe it in. And bring it down. Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Rook, Sich, Hutch, Ku, Ju. Slowly breathe it in. And breathe it out. Back down. Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Rook, Sich, Hutch, Ku, Ju. Slowly breathe in. Bring it up. Long stance. Back foot out. Stretch the groin. Push it forward. Give it a little thrust or a bobble if you'd like. I like to do that to kind of wake it up a little bit. Turn it in, knee down. And we already did our hamstrings before this, so we're just going to kind of, on our calves, we're just going to stand up and shift to the other side. Back leg out a bit. Stretch the legs, groin. Knee down. Push the hip flexors forward on this one. And up. Shake it. Take your arm, bring it across your body like so. Up and over, triceps. On your hips. Grab it near the elbow. Pull it forward. All right, relax. Other hand, bring it across. Make sure to breathe when you do this. Triceps. On the hips, grab, pull it forward. Relax it. Shake it out. Turn around, straighten your knees, grab a quick drink of water if you'd like to. Okay. Everyone feeling good? Feeling ready? Awesome. Good. Okay. So we're going to start off with round kicks, a round kick combination. We've been working on our kicking in class with Sensei Hunt. Just as a reminder, a lot of what he's focusing on is bringing it up, doing the kick, bringing the hip back to center and down. One thing that he corrected me on that I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but he noticed I was switching my hands first, and that was kind of like a tell. So one thing I'm working on is trying to make sure that the hands move with the legs versus shifting first, doing the towel, and then kicking. So just food for thought. If anyone's messing that up like me, just something to think about. Okay, so what we're going to do here to start off with is we're going to do angled 45-degree angle kicking. So first scenario, someone throws a punch. I'm going to block it, take it over. This looks like either like a inside out or like a knife hand. Kind of looks more like a knife hand. We're going to be taking the punch, moving to the side, 45-degree angle, come up and kick. So our person is here. We're shifting to the side of them and kicking like so. Okay. So we're trying to get a setup where we're blocking something, pushing them, getting them out of the way, and also making distance, enough distance to be able to do the kick. Okay. So we're going to do a couple times slow. Go ahead and put your left leg forward, hands up with me. We're going to block, round kick, step forward. Nice and slow. We're still warming up. Remember, 45-degree angle every time. We block it, round kick, get the hips back in position, and reposition for the next one. Opposite leg kicks every time. We block it, kick, land forward. Nice. Okay. One thing I want everyone to keep in mind with this is your fast kicks, when they eventually come, because we'll be doing them faster than a minute, come from relaxation, right? So if you're stiff, no good. Have to relax. Your arms, you can tense certain muscles, especially, your side muscles, your obliques, try to get that leg up there. But if you're tense kicks are slow kicks, okay? So relax the muscles you're not supposed to be tensing, if that makes sense. All right, bring it back to the back of the room, okay? One more time slow. We're going to block, do it with me, round kick, reposition. Good. I say each, that's the block. I say knee, that's the kick, okay? Each, knee, and down. Each, knee, and down. Each, knee, and down. Good. We're going to speed up a little bit. This time, I'm going to have one count. Whole thing, we're going medium pace, okay? Make sure that you're moving off to the angle. I don't want anyone cheating just going forward, because there's a distance reason for that. Go back to gallery view so I can see you guys. Okay, beautiful. All right. Hands up. And each. Good. Knee. Front. Cheek. Good. Go. Good. Now walk it back. Walk it back. This time I'm not going to do it with you. I'm going to watch you guys. All right. Hands up. One count, both techniques. And each. Knee. Front. Cheek. And go. Okay, so Peter, one thing I want you to do for me, and a couple of us are having this issue to varying degrees, is that when you throw the kick, let me see here, switch it back to, can you guys all see me front and center? Good. Okay. When you guys throw the kick, I want to make sure that your energy is still moving forward, right? So that means posture stays up, and part of that is relaxing. Okay. So you throw big, you're really tense, you tend to lean, right? I don't want too much lean. One thing that helps with that is just keeping your eyes forward, okay? So one thing I'm noticing a little bit is that we're going like this. And so kind of half my energy is going this way, kind of half of it's going that way. And could you still have some power with that? Yeah, sure, but it's not as significant, right? So try to keep your eyes forward, and that'll help keep the kick forward and the energy moving forward, right? Keep it hands up, hands forward, eyes forward, and try to relax. Try to relax the best you can. All right, let's speed it up a little bit. Make sure you're to the back of the room. Now, we're going to go faster, but this doesn't mean, hard power, rooted, anything like that. Just go faster for you, so long as the technique is solid, right? All right, everyone good? Hands up. Take a breath in, breath out, and each. Peter, 10 times better. Beautiful. Love it. Knee. Some. Sheet. Go. Good. Now walk it back, walk it back, walk it back. We're going to do something a little bit different now. Okay. So, two things. One, make sure that I'm not just blocking and moving inward. I'm moving to the angle while I'm doing it. I'm moving to a 45-degree angle. And so here's why. Let's say this chair is my opponent, right? So with this next one, we're going to throw a reverse punch, right? We're going to throw our cross here. Now, if I'm throwing, I'm straight on, I didn't move to the angle. If I throw this here, boom, I touch the chair, that's my distance, right? Now, this might be, through face or gut or whatever. So I throw my round kick next, and, well, I'm way past their body, right? Now, this might work if I'm kneeing them, or if I'm doing a round kick with my shin, which is fine. But if I'm doing it with the ball of my foot, well, I've got a distance problem here, right? So when you're moving forward like this is assuming someone is moving backwards, right? Let's say they're not moving backwards. Let's say they're standing still. So I'm moving to the angle as I punch, and now I can hit. Move to the angle, make distance, and I can hit. So big difference between here, overshooting my target, and here at the angle where I can hit my target. So what this is going to look like is going to be very similar to what we just did, but we're going to slide to the angle, punch, okay? This is going to be slightly off center, slightly, not like this, but just not completely square either. Slightly off center, okay? This is a lead-in punch. This is a part of a combination of punches. Not every punch has to be a kill shot. So this one, set him up, kick. Set him up, kick. We're moving to the angle every time. Any questions on that before we get started? All good? All right, beautiful. I'm gonna go back to gallery mode so I can see you guys. Let's do it by the count. Out. Fighting stance. Ready? All right. Count one is I reverse punch, shift to the 45. Count two, I throw my round kick, reset back to the ground. Very nice. We're going slow. Each, knee, and back. Each, knee, and back. Each, knee, and back. Good. Back it up, back it up. All right, now we're going to do it all one count, medium pace. Each, Knee. Suck. Chi. And go.
Sensei, did you want a block in there too, or just no block? No
No
block.
block for this one. You can always add a block. But for this one, we're just going to simplify it. Like we're starting with the attack. Yeah. So this is more offensive or offensive than defensive. Okay. So a couple things, everyone. I want to make sure that you're throwing that punch as you're sliding to the side. Okay. So I don't want to see this punch, shift, kick. We're trying to minimize movements. We're bringing the attention up, and then we're kicking them in the gut. Or, if you can kick high, that's beautiful too, but I can't. So we kick him in the gut. All right, let's see you guys do it. Back her up. Hands up, fighting stance. Kumitidachi. And all one count. We're going medium fast-ish for your body. Yep, I'm by the count though. Each. Good. Neat. Yep, just a reverse punch on this one, no block. Sun. Cheat. See if you can get that round kick down faster and reset. I have trouble with that one, so it's a challenge. Couple more. Each. Neat. Good, Masa. Pair your punch with the movement. So part of the power is coming from the slide as you do it. So I'm sliding punching. I back it up. And we're going to do it totally different now. I want zero power. Just show me smooth and what that looks like. But remember all the parts, okay? So it's a slide and a punch, round kick, bring it in. Slide and a punch to the 45, round kick, bring it in, just like so. All right. Let's do it 5 times on your own. I'm not going to count, just slow, smooth. And Hajime, begin. So Mike, don't forget that 45-degree slide. I know you're a little limited on space there, but you're going to slide as you punch, not punch and then move. So don't forget you're shifting angles. You're getting off someone's embusen as you punch. Then you throw that round kick. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Okay. Peter, I noticed that you're adding a block there. That's also fine. No one likes getting punched in the face. So blocking's always good too. Any questions on that? Okay, beautiful. Let's move on. So let's see. Well, we got started a little bit late here. Just want to make sure we got enough time. Okay, we'll get through as much as we can today. We're going to do one quick round of that, back it up, except we're going to return to what we originally did. We're going to block, and then we're going to round knee. Okay, block, round knee. So this is just a much closer version of it. We're not making theoretical space kicking. We're blocking, we're staying in close enough to do a Mawashi Izagiri, and then let's drive it through so we could do it on the next side or the other side. So just like the first one, except we're going to be using our knees, okay? So back it up, slow and smooth, one count for the full thing, hands up, each, neat, suck, sheet, and go if you got room. There we go. Don't forget block, angle, and knee. One more time. Let's speed it up, everybody, and watch you guys do it. And Let's do 5 on your own, a little faster. Okay, don't worry too much about power, just a little faster. And Hajime, go. 5 of them, knock them out. Yep, this is just a knee, not a full round. There you go. There we go. So when you do your knee, you are theoretically, you want, instead of a car running into a parked car, you want 2 cars at full speed running them into each other, right? So how do we achieve that? I'm not just going to knee them. I'm going to pull them into my knee, right? Again, the difference between a car hitting a parked car and 2 cars slamming into each other on the highway, right? Going head-on collision sort of thing. So that's what we're going for with this. Let's do it 5 more times, slow, smooth. Except by my count. Hands up. Don't forget, we're going to block and we're going to pull them into that knee. And each. There you go. Knee. Sun. She. And go. All right. Does that feel weird for you guys, or does that feel okay? Because it's okay if it feels a little weird. All good? Okay, beautiful. Okay, the next one might feel a little weird, but it shouldn't. It should be relatively similar to stuff we've done before. Okay, so this is called the double step side kick. It's kind of in between a side kick and a back kick, right? Try to get this in a position where you guys can see my feet okay. So normally if we're training our side kicks, we're often in a kiba and we step. Notice my foot position where my heel is. I lift and I push and it goes directly to the side, right? So if I were to turn like this, it looks something like this, right? I kind of have bad hips. I can only get so far. So it's something like this, right? A back kick, my heel faces behind me, and I I'm trying to look over my shoulder and I'm kicking like a donkey, right? So here's my back kick. Here's my side kick. Here's where I want you guys today, kind of in between. The reason why I do this is because side kicks kind of hurt my hips. They may not hurt your hips, but they kind of hurt my hips, so I adjust a little bit. But I don't love back kicks because although they don't hurt my hips, I never feel like I have my aiming right. It's okay, but you gotta spot, you gotta kick, kind of kick and pray kind of scenario. So we're gonna do something that's a little bit in between. And instead of doing it in kibidachi, where we step and kick, we're going to be doing it from a fighting stance, like so. Okay. So watch my feet here. Front foot is going to step across. My back foot, which is not going to be the kicking foot, aims my heel towards my target. Then I lift this up, kick, and forward. Okay, I'm going to show you guys one more time. We're going to step across, aim my heel. This isn't 100% facing the back, but it's very angled. Kick, like so. When this goes a little quicker, it's almost like a hop. Like so, okay? So we're going to break this down. All right, left leg forward. Kumachidachi. Front foot steps across. Back foot slides up. Heel faces my target. Yep. Just take it a step at a time. Leg comes up. Knee comes up. Now, when you're doing a back kick, you're really kind of using your glutes, using your butt muscles. So I want you to kind of think about that. These muscles here are going to squeeze, but your butt muscles are going to deliver a lot of power as you go out, back in, and down. Yeah, there you go. Try to have a nice, soft, graceful landing. All right. Let's practice a couple more times, nice and slow. Same leg forward. Front leg cross. Back heel points. Notice my body, my face is still on my target. So if I'm turning this way, that becomes a back kick. I'm trying to do more of a side kick here, okay? Leg comes up, out, back, down. There we go. So the front leg is the one that's going to deliver the kick, all right? With me again, nice and slow. Front leg, that's going to be our kicking leg. It crosses. Our back heel points to our target. My body should still be facing my target to some degree. I'm turned to the side, but my eyes are on them. I lift up, deliver my kick, back, and down. So watch me from the side. I cross, heel points. If you look at it, it's not 100% 90. It's kind of at a 45-ish. Up and out, and back. So let's do it together again. But actually, before we do, does anyone have any questions about this? I know it's a little different.
Don't say you. Now I hear not so good, but in other words, you're doing a side thrust, so you gotta chamber your hip. Like, okay, I see what you're saying now. You're doing a side thrust, but you got a chamber.
Yes, so you're doing a side thrust, and you should absolutely chamber. Yeah, so it's going to go across. It's going to come up like so, but it's not going to necessarily chamber like this. It's going to kind of do it all at once. So it's going to come up like so. And it's a bit of a hybrid between a side thrust and a back kick. So in the morning, what you may notice is when I do side thrust, you know, I feel it in my hips, I feel it here. When I do a back kick, I feel it more in my butt muscles. When I do this kick, I'm kind of relying on both. So my body's, instead of like this, like a true side thrust, or this, like a back, I'm kind of in between, like so. But to answer your question regarding chambering, yes, you're definitely going to bring it up. You bring it up tight, out back, and down. Does that answer your question? Okay. Any other questions before we continue? I know it's a little bit kind of different, but these are great kicks. I've been hit with them before. I go flying. There's a lot of momentum to them. Okay, especially when you get it right, like a little hop, and you continue. So let's do it a couple more times, and actually let me have everyone turn face sideways, so I can kind of see you go, instead of facing your camera, kind of turn it to the side slightly so I can see your techniques. Okay. And I'm just going to call it out for you. So front foot, each crosses, back foot comes up, angle your heel, and sun, raise it up and kick. Yep, and bring it back. There you go. All right, do you guys think you could do it without me counting it step by step? Just medium pace? All good? Okay, good adjacent? Okay. All right, let's do it. We're gonna knock out 5 of them, okay? Hands up. We're gonna go medium speed. Don't focus on power, focus on smooth. And each. Neat. It's almost like you're going into that Kibadachi stance as you're shifting to kick in the basics, right? Except you're facing forward to start. Each. There you go. Neat. Looking good, Masa. Looking good, guys. Son. All right. Make sure to try to control that landing as well, everybody. All right, let's switch it up here and switch legs. So we did with our left leg forward. Now we're going to mess everything up and do it with our right leg forward. And we're going to take it step by step once again. Okay. Let's go to the back of your room. Hands up. Front foot across. Back foot angles. Heel that points towards your target, just kind of like a back kick. out, back, down. So think of it like this: cross, step, kick. Cross, step, kick. All right, we're gonna do the cross, step, kick. Back it up. We're gonna do a 5 count, okay? And each cross, step, and kick. There we go. Knee. There we go. Sun. Chi. There you go. And don't forget about your posture for this last one. And go. There we go. All right, back it up. Now we're gonna change it a little bit. We're gonna have an added bonus challenge. Don't do this if you think it's too quick or anything like that, but try to make it almost like a hop skip, right? So instead of thinking 1, 2, I'm gonna think, right? Step over, step up, step over, step up, step over, step up. So again, this is sort of momentum building. I'm chasing someone down, pop, pop, and I go, right? See if we can accomplish that a little bit. Again, if you think it's going to hurt your joints, anything like that, got an injury, don't do it. But let's try to do 5 of them a little quicker on the step over, step up, and each. There you go. Knee, sun, chi. Good. Back it up a little bit. I may have been overestimating how much room everyone had to do a 5 count. All right, so this one, we're gonna do the same thing, but I want you to try to imagine you were chasing someone down, like you're doing a sparring match or something to that effect. You are chasing someone down. And we're gonna do 3 more. Okay. And each, knee, sun, and Dirk, can you do that, but keep your foot out for me? Keep it in the air for me. Show me once here. There you go. No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to see something. You're good. All right, beautiful. All right, a couple things just to keep in mind for everybody when you're doing all of these techniques. It's really easy because we're going quicker to have hands flailing. Try to keep them tight, tight to your body, but not tight. If that not muscularly tense, right? You don't want tension when you're throwing kicks, but you also don't want your weight spinning and flying in different directions just because it makes it so much harder to get that kick going. So again, we're here, just keep it, this should be relaxed, but the muscles you need should have some tension so you can make your power, if that makes sense. Okay, everyone, take a quick 2-minute break, right? Let's grab some water, and then we'll do a little kata. Paper. You know what that number is? That 500. Okay, I think we got, just waiting on Mike here. While we're waiting, does anyone have any trouble spots with the Kata Jion? Any particular issues? I know we went over it last Tuesday.
I wasn't there on Tuesday. Maybe
Okay.
I'm gonna be slow.
No, no problem. No problem. We'll go through it. We'll go through it slow, have you guys follow me. My challenge right now with Jion is on Tuesday I keep going to Sensei's house. So I'm doing the majority of the kata mirrored. But then I wanted to just not mess with that today and have you guys follow me. But then I found myself doing some of the stuff mirrored in reverse. So like I mean obviously I have the kata down, but it's occasionally there's a little something in there that I'm like doing the opposite or whatever. So bear with me should I have any sort of mix ups today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's actually just drill the first technique, right? So we got our left over right, our feet are together like so. And a lot of the emphasis that Sensei has on this is less so back, and more so down and rooted, right? So a lot of the emphasis of the kata, it's not that it's a slow kata, but it is definitely a rooted kata. There's a lot of elements of, there's stomps and like big, motions of grabbing and kneeing and throwing. It's very rooted, right? So this is sort of an kind of setting the tone for the kata. So let's practice this a couple of times. We're gonna have left over right. And when we do this, I'll mirror you guys here. We're going to cross inward as we go down. So it's not just here. There's a true block here, like a uchi uke or a knife hand, right? It truly does cross and block like so. So we're going to practice 10 of these here, left over right, and we're going to bring it in and down. Okay, so again, emphasis isn't super far back. I've seen people do that. It's just not the way that we do it. We kind of have it set the tone by getting to the ground. All right, so let's do a couple times slow, and then we'll speed it up to like full kata speed. So get into your position and each. Good, back, knee, and back, sun, good, and back, chi, good. And this should be about chin-ish level or so. Go. And back. Just automatically go back for me. There we go. Rook. Good. Keep it tight. Down. Seach. Hutch. Here, I would even say left. I kind of see your back leg going back and almost going back a little bit more. Kind of could just be the camera, but again, think just like you're a nail being hammered into the ground, right? Right. A little bit of an exaggeration, but of course your back leg is going to go back. But you want to make sure that you downward. One more time, everybody, just on your own. Okay, beautiful. I think we all got it. After I made you do that ad nauseum. But good to practice. Okay, let's go through the kata. I'm going to have my back facing you guys, and we're just going to kind of go slow. I'm going to call out the count / the techniques as we go. Obviously, if you get lost, just follow me. And like I mentioned, I've been doing it so much mirrored that if I use the wrong hand or something, I'll make a point of letting you all know. But just bear with me. All right, and right. Kamae, and Jion. Each. Knee. Bring it together. Push it out. San. Shi, ro, ro. Sanbanzuke. Each. Knee. Keep ro. Reach. High block, reverse. Next move, high block, reverse. High and lunging punch. All right. Manjigamai. Up. Reach. And hook. Other direction. Reach. And hook. Down block. And we'll stop there for now. Out. Close. A couple of points that Sensei is always on me on that may be of benefit to you all as well. Things to keep in mind. When we go out, there is no out and then back. It is just pushing. It's power forward and then kick, punch, punch. Okay? Sometimes in more basics training, you'll see people stop here on the reposition. There's not really a stop there. It should go in and back out, like so. So make sure you don't do that, okay? And then lastly, little point is that when we reach and we do our hook punches, make sure that you get a nice vibration in there. Otherwise, there really isn't too much power, because if I'm just going like this, I just can't. I mean, it's hard. There's not much there. So I need to hip vibration, okay? Up until that point, and aside from the things I just mentioned, are there any questions regarding the kata? All good? Okay, beautiful. Let's knock it out to that point again, and then we will continue from there. We're still making pretty okay time, so that's good. All right. Now, push. Jion. Each. Knee. Push, 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 push. San, shi, ro. Each. In and then out. Don't stop. Make sure you're pushing. And kick. Punch. Punch, punch. Reach. Block punch. Block punch. Block. And step in. Turning Manjigamai. Facing the opposite direction. Grab. Hook punch. Don't forget the hip vibration. Opposite direction. High-low block. Manjigamai. Reach. Hip vibration on the hook. Now we're going to down block. These palm heel strikes have a slight upward, and this is Sanbanzuki timing, so I'm going to count each, Nissan, like so. All right, and each, Nissan. Good. Turning, Manjigamai, each. Fist to your elbow, throw it to the side. High-low block, opposite direction. Same thing. Swing it up, out to the side. We come up, we come down, we reach out and grab and knee the right. Double down block, throw it to the side. Step, double uche uke. Step, double high block. Okay? Left goes to the side of our head as our right comes out. Left punches outward as the right comes to the side of our head. And then supported outside block. Just like so. Okay? Next, we're going to turn left leg. So new forward leg, uche uke. Stepping forward, lunge. Turning toward our right, uche uke, and lunge. Turning to our left, down block. All right, now these are our stomps. Hold it for just 1 second while I show you. We're going to reach up. This is going to come up through the middle and down, okay? One point I've seen Sensei make is make sure you're not, obviously that's a big exaggeration there, but you're coming up through the middle. You have someone's hand here, and you are slamming that hand. I still have the hand, like so, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Again, Sanbanzuki timing with this one, I believe, and reach up each. Knee, san. Those ones are fun. So take your right hand, reach across as you bring your left leg in, and feet together, and then slowly out. That sort of bow and arrow feeling. Left hand comes across, and key eye on this one. It's nice and slow. And then back to your starting position and bow. All right, so kind of broke it up into 2 halves there, which is a little quicker than we normally do. But before we continue, any questions on the kata? Am I going too fast for anyone? All okay? No confusion or anything? Okay, beautiful. How would everyone feel if we did it slow and on our own? Would there be any confusion, or you think you guys are good for that if you could follow along with me? All good? Okay. Okay, let's go just medium pace. I'm not going to count. Feet together, balance. Jion. And hajime. And bow and finish on your own. Okay. Where are our trouble spots, if any? We have it down. Okay. Mike, did you have something to say or just leaning in? All good? Okay. Okay. Let me see you guys do it. And then after that, we'll have a little bit of time, a little time for stretching, I think. All right, take a breath. Feet together, right? Let's into my position and hajime on your own. All right, good job, everyone. Couple things I noticed was, and this is stuff I've also messed up and even messed up when showing you, for example, is on this hook punch, I just move forward on it. So I'm looking this way, I'm looking this way, and then my eyes shift back to forward for myself here. So I want to make sure that I'm not looking this way because the next move is forward again. That's that down block. So you see a lot of this even like with the techie katas. You may be, you know, you're going one direction and you're looking, and then it has to like shift back. You're constantly kind of changing where you're looking, right? Um, so again, this one here, and then forward again. Dirk, I noticed on the this part right here, you got a little mucked up, but you recovered really good. You're like, you know what? I know the next move. Boom, boom. I'm just going to continue. Beautiful, beautiful. If you don't know it, just we'll go to the next one, right? So let's practice that real quick here. Let me see how I can do it mirrored, or if I can do it mirrored. Let's see here. So we're going to have, what is it? We go here. Boom, boom. Left leg, right leg is forward, like so. And then our left is going to come to the side of our face as our right goes out with a back fist. Then I kind of reverse it. I do a left-sided punch as my right comes and kind of to the side of my face like so, kind of in like a fist position here, and then supported block. So this actually goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first two are together. The block is part of the combination. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And that's a tricky part of the kata for sure. Yeah. So here, I always have to get myself back to that position. So it's a little bit tricky. But again, just keep in mind that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, starting with this, boom, like so. And then one thing that I found helps me is go on YouTube, search for Jion, and sometimes they're doing this so fast that you're like, well, okay, what did I just watch? Go to the speed setting, change it down to like 0.25. So it's slow mo, just real slow, and then you can like follow along, especially for those like trickier parts of kata where the hands are flying, doing all sorts of stuff. Just watch it nice and slow on repeat a couple times as you do the kata, and generally that helps me because otherwise it just goes by so quick, right? That it's hard for me to tell. All right, any questions on Jion before we move on? All good? Okay, let's do a little bit of stretching. I found that this kind of helps my Saturday go a little smoother when I stretch after the class. Okay, so we'll start kind of top to bottom here. We'll start with our traps. We're going to take our hand, bring it behind ourselves, grab it, and pull as we push our neck in the opposite direction like so. And reverse, other hand, we're going to pull it down and then push our neck in the opposite direction that we're pulling. And this should work our back a little bit, but mostly our trap muscles. All right, good. Relax. Bring your arm across like so. Now let's take it in the opposite direction. See if you can find part of a wall or pole, put your hand on it, and then just push your shoulder away from it. Kind of looks like this. We're getting our chest. I'm feeling it in my forearm, my bicep a little bit, front delts, chest. And relax while we're here. Take the other hand, do the same thing. Again, you're gonna put your hand on the wall. I'm doing it thumb up this time, and I'm just kind of pushing my shoulder and chest away from it, like so. You should feel it in your front delts, your forearm, little bicep, feel it in your chest muscles, upper chest, upper pec muscles. Good, relax. Take that same hand, bring it across. We haven't done that side yet. Good. Take the same hand, we're going to bring it up and down, stretching the wrist, forearm, bicep. Relax, other side. Good. Let's see here. I'm going to adjust this slightly. There we go. All right. Let's bring it just like kind of do at the beginning. Get that groin. We did a lot of kicking today. Side kicks, round kicks. Try to maintain some of that flexibility. Good. Turn it forward, knee down, push your hip flexors, get a nice stretch. Back straight. All right, other direction, switch it. That groin. I always forget at the end of class to stretch, or I get wrapped up in life and chores on Saturday. So I found it has been actually really helpful just to kind of, if I can build it into class or whenever we happen to do it in class, it's kind of nice. And then turn it forward, hip flexors. Makes us loose for the rest of the day, and it really does help with injury prevention. All right, bring it up, face forward. Now, I cannot do the splits, but I'm just going to go as wide as I can, and you go as wide as you can. But don't hurt yourself. Just do whatever is moderately to mildly uncomfortable, but not pain as in not injury pain. Excuse me. All right. Bring your arms down. Try to touch your elbows to the ground if you can. I can't, but but I can definitely feel stretch when I start reaching there. Now, walk it over to your left side. Back to center. Other side. back center. Now treat yourself to another half inch of width if you can. Again, if you think you're going to injure yourself, obviously don't do that. But if you think you can get a tiny, just a bit more out of it, then go for it. All right, we're going to slowly start walking. Heel toe, bring it in. But don't lift your back up yet. We're going to kind of sit in a squat position like so. We're going to take our arms and push against our knees just a little bit to get a little extra, just in a different position. Pushing this out a little bit. Now, real slow. We're going to keep our torso bent low because we're going to do our hamstrings next. But I'm going to come up, take a breath. This makes you dizzy. Go slow or have a seat. Obviously, don't hurt yourself. But just kind of reach down, touch your toes. We're going to take one foot, put it in front, toes off the ground, reach for those toes. With one hand, with the other hand, we're going to reach behind ourselves and up, like so. Now slowly down, we're going to switch it. And up, just like so. And now we're going to switch what foot is forward. So bring that one back. Bring the other side forward of your other foot and toes up off the ground. Reach up to the sky with one hand while touching your foot with the other. Your head should also be looking up towards the hand that is facing or, extended toward the ceiling. And slowly bring that one down and switch it. The other hand goes up. And bring it down. Both feet on the ground. Slowly rise up. Take a couple breaths. Make sure that you're not going to be dizzy from, leaning over. Make sure you're good and okay. All right, team, that is all that I have for you all today. I certainly appreciate you guys coming out and training with me. And any questions about anything that we covered today? We're all good. All good? Okay, perfect, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, Peter escaped somewhere. Yep, no problem. All right, have a good weekend, everybody. Take care.
Thank you, Tony. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.